So what did they call you?
They call me Gooba. That's my last name.
Aguba, where are you incarcerated for, sir, and how long is your sentence?
I've been incarcerated for 26 to life and for murder.
Where are you from out here on the streets?
I live around Diamond Bar area.
Do you or did you at any time point in your life belong to any type of gangs, groups, organizations, sir?
Yeah, I was in the gang.
Do you mind stipulating what you were associated with, sir?
I was in a Filipino gang. I'm Filipino.
Okay. You know, first and foremost, before anything, Aguba, I'd like to go ahead and express my gratitude towards you. I want to go ahead and say thank you. You know, I know it's not an easy thing to be able to open up the way you are now. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you for allowing me to be able to dive inside your mind and asking you these types of questions. It's an open platform. Please feel free to talk about whatever you want. Say whatever you want. The only thing that will be edited out is cuss words. All right?
No problem.
So I know that your case is a sensitive case. From my understanding, you have been convicted of murdering your wife or your girlfriend. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
You know, before this
How'd you know
incident,
that?
I of course I did a little bit of research on you, and I kind of wanted to get an understanding of who I was dealing with.
Oh, okay.
But before we talk about that, Daniel, I wanted to ask you, have you yourself ever been involved in any type of violence?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Have you yourself been involved in any type of violence?
What?
Have you yourself been involved in any type of violence as a young child? Did you ever see violence? Were you around violence? Anything like that, sir?
No, no, not really. I grew up in a okay family.
So you've never had these tendencies to become violent? You never acted out violent before this incident, sir?
Yeah, I did. I kidnapped my other girlfriend prior to the murder.
May I ask what compelled you to do that? What happened? Why would you do something like that?
Jealousy.
You found out she was talking to someone else. She broke up with you. What was it all about?
She broke up with me. She was going out with somebody else.
So you kidnapped her.
Yeah, I took her to Vegas.
And what was your plan? Did you?
I got to.
Go ahead, sir.
I was gonna stab her.
So at that point in time, you already had these thoughts, these fantasies, this mindset of wanting to harm someone. You were that angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you in fact actually do that? Did you end up hurting her?
No, I got convicted for coercion. I took a plea deal.
So you didn't stab her?
No.
Can you be honest with me? Is this something that played out in your mind several times before you actually finally acted out on it? Like, did you actually, did you want to do this? Did you actually want to hurt someone?
No, I was high on drugs. That's why I was hallucinating. That's why I ended up killing somebody.
Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about this woman. May I ask, what was her name? What was your wife's name?
Fatima.
How long were you guys together for, sir?
5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
Do you guys have children?
Two boys. I don't see them no more.
I take it that they're keeping them away from you, or they don't want to see you. What is it?
They're keeping them away from me.
May I ask what your guys' relationship was
Away
like?
from me and my family.
Was it toxic? Did you guys fight? Were you guys a loving couple? Be honest, man. What was your relationship like?
We fought a lot. I was a jealous type.
Explain to me about this jealousy. What triggers this jealousy?
Insecurity about myself. The guys looking at her. It makes me mad.
What insecurities about yourself? You feel like you're not enough. You feel like you're not manly enough. Of certain features about yourself, facial features. I don't know. What is it that makes you feel like you're not enough?
I thought she was always cheating on me.
Did you ever find any proof of that or evidence of that?
No.
So it's kind of all in your head.
Yeah, it was just in my head. The drugs made it worse.
What were you messing around with, sir?
I was messing around with amphetamine.
I figured that, man. Right around the time that you were charged with this murder, right around that time, man, was the glass epidemic, man. Everybody was on that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So take me there.
Yeah, that's why.
Go ahead, sir.
That's why I hallucinated. It wasn't her. It was only her. It wasn't only her I was gonna kill. I was gonna kill one of my family members.
Why? Why would you want to target one of your own family members? Why? What did they do to you?
Well, because I was hallucinating. I thought they were going after me.
Who was this family member? We're talking brother or sister, or we're talking like a cousin?
My brother.
You actually had thoughts playing out through your head, planning, premeditating, wanting to commit murder?
Yeah.
What stopped you?
Fatima was she kept following me. She kept insisting that I watch the kids, and she was just there, and I ended up she was the one that I picked over everybody.
From my understanding, this incident took place at La Brea Mall in Orange County, California. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, the parking lot.
Inside the parking lot. Now, your
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Now, your crime, man, is a vicious crime. Obviously, you didn't shoot her. You stabbed her dozens of times. And for you to do something like that, you must have been very ticked off, very angry, or I don't know what. But did you already have it in your mind that you were going to kill her before you went to the mall? Or how did this whole thing play out, sir? Please explain to me how this day played out. And was this premeditated?
Well, I was high for 2 weeks. I thought people were after me. She went and picked me up at work to watch my kids while she went to shopping at Brea Mall, and I went with her. And then what you call it, she just ended up being there and I stopped her.
Why? You're in the parking lot. You take out a knife. Why? I want to know why you did this.
Because I thought she was one of the people that was going after me.
How many times did you hit her, Jonathan?
That's why I was high. I thought I hit her 5 times, but she showed it at 13 times.
15 times?
13 times.
Now, do you remember the look on her face? Did she tell you anything? Did she try to stop you? I mean, I'm sure these last moments replay in your mind a lot throughout your lifetime, I'm sure. When you're alone, when you're in your cell, I'm sure those last few seconds of her life flash before your eyes several times.
Yeah, I did. I always think about it. I regret every minute of it.
So you see the look of horror on her face, and what do you do from there? Where do you go? Do you attempt to get away? And how the hell did you get caught?
Well, I threw my clothes in the trash. I went in by her house, and then they caught me inside the car. I wasn't homeless like that. Like they said, I was homeless. I was renting a room, but I thought people were renting me in there, and I thought she was the perpetrator.
Were your kids inside the car? Did they witness this happen? Did they hear this happen?
My youngest was 1 year old. He was in back of the seat.
Thank God that they can't remember that, because I'm sure they would be messed up forever.
I know.
So now you're in the cop car. You head to the county jail. The drugs finally start to wear off. You're able to, gather your senses, regain your bearings. What is going on in your mind?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
What is going on in your mind? Do you have regret? Do you have empathy? Are you sad? Are you crying? Are you angry? Or to be quite honest, are you happy? Are you content with what you just did?
I had no feelings or remorse at that time.
About to interview a teacher in these next few days, and this teacher took his wife's life. Now, one of the messages that he sent me just recently kind of shocked me. I was kind of taken back by it, because he basically mentioned to me, and he specifically stated that he has no regret, that he hates her, that she deserves it. And as taken back as I was by that, at the same time I respected it, because you know what, to be that honest is you have to respect that, man. So that's why I ask you the same thing. Like, do you feel like she deserved it?
No, she didn't deserve that. Nobody deserved that.
How often do you think
Hello?
think about this, Jonathan? Excuse me. How often do you think about this, David?
I think about it like I don't know. I have depression. I suffer from depression right now. I think about it like almost every day. I wonder what my kids are doing, how they are. You know how they are? Have you heard from them?
No, I haven't heard from them. Do you ever, does your wife ever pop up on you in your dreams?
Sometimes. And when I'm dreaming, I'm jealous. I feel jealousy.
Even in your dreams?
Yeah, in my dreams.
Like in your dreams, are you aware that she is dead?
No, yeah, I always think that she's alive, and I'm out there in the streets with her.
She's never told you anything in your dreams that kind of had, that kind of stuck out, that kind of shocked you?
No,
So how does that feel? How does that feel to have a dream about someone that you murdered, your wife, you viciously killed her, and then you wake up and you're in this cold, dark cell?
I started to miss her. I always tell myself I should have done that. I wish I could turn back time, but I can't.
What was the court process like? And did you see like the people of the courtroom, the judge, the prosecutors, did you see them look at you like in anger? Can you tell that they were angry with you, disgusted of you?
Yeah, I could tell because I took somebody's life.
And ultimately, what were you sentenced to?
Huh?
What were you sentenced to? Like, how much time did you get?
26 to life.
And was that the last time in that courtroom, or when was the last time that you ever seen your kids?
Ever since the Brea Mall,
Eh,
my young guy, this last time I see my youngest son.
Ever since the day that it happened?
Yeah,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
How old are they now?
I think one is 22 and the other one's 18.
Oh wow! So they're definitely old enough to finally understand what was it that happened. They've never reached out to you?
Yeah, they are. No, I'll probably never see them again. I'll probably die in prison.
Do you feel you deserve to die in prison?
No, because I don't know. I don't want to die in prison. I don't know. I can't answer that question. So I did deserve to die in prison.
Of course, nobody wants to die in prison. Nobody does, man. It's the worst thing imaginable. But then again, what you did is one of the worst things imaginable. But then
Yeah,
again, at the same time, they're letting a lot of people out, man. The question is, man, are you remorseful? Do you have regret?
Yeah, of course I'm remorseful. I always think about her. I always regret what I did, and I ruined her family. I ruined family's life. I ruined my family's life. I ruined my life. I ruined her life, and it's eating me up every day. Now I'm stuck here. I'm locked in the cell like a dog.
If your sons were listening right now, some way, somehow, they came across this interview, someone sent it to them. It's a very small world. Is there anything that you would like for them to know?
tell him that the dad's sorry. I missed him, and I got into drugs, and this ended up happening because of the methamphetamine. And the mother,
Would you be able to describe your mindset? Just by talking to you, I can tell that you're not. I might be wrong, but I can tell that you're not a happy individual. I can tell that perhaps you might be severely depressed, maybe have some psychological issues, and probably you get lost in your own thoughts. Is that correct, sir?
I do. Um, it's prison is hard, and it's just getting worse for me. I'm going through depression every day, and the only thing that keeps me going is my family, my support out there.
Is there some days where you just want to give up? Hello? Is there
Laughing,
is there some days where you
yeah,
just want to give up? Is there some days where you just cry?
yeah, I still hate myself sometimes. There's no this is no way to live. Do I deserve it? Yeah, I deserve it. Um, it's just hard in the mind. Living like this.
So ultimately, becoming a killer, it robs you of everything. It robbed you of your life. It robbed you of your family. It's robbed you of your happiness. It's robbed you of your freedom. And it's basically robbed you of your mind. You lost yourself, all because of this incident.
Yep, that's true.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and
The
For
thing, what?
you, what is the hardest thing about serving this life sentence?
Never being able to get out. I'm hoping to get the life sentence off. I wanted the loss.
If you were in front of a board and they were to ask you, Aguba, why? Why should we let you out? What would your response be to them? Why should they believe that you are fit to be a civilian out here in the free world? What would you tell them?
That I'll never commit another crime again. That I'm remorseful, and I regret everything that I've done to be incarcerated. And I just want to be back with my family, have a normal life, and I don't know what I would tell them. I would tell them I'm never commit another crime.
Have you had any run-ins with violence since your incarceration, sir?
Yeah, I've been in a lot of fights. There's I'm in an EOP program where they house mentally ill people. That's where I'm at.
Do you feel you have mental health issues?
Yeah, I have a bunch of them. That's one of the reasons why I'm in the prison because of my mental health issue. It wasn't because of jealousy. I was jealous, but it wasn't because of jealousy that drove me to take Salmon's side of my life. I was mentally ill. That's it, and I still am.
Is there anything else that you would like the people to know out there? Anybody that's listening to you speak, is there anything that you would like for them to know, sir?
That I wish I could turn back time. I pat on my back again, live my life with my family, my kids. I regret.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Oh, Tony. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like for the people to know? Any last message, any last perspective that you would like to leave them with?
I'm sorry for what I did. Um, I wish I was out of prison. I wish I was out of prison. I would not commit another crime. Miss my family, Miss Fatima, and I'm sorry for what I put people through. And I'm very remorseful for what I've done. And nobody deserved that. And that's it.
Aguba, I want to go ahead and say thank you, man. Thank you for allowing me to be able to ask you these questions. I know it probably wasn't easy to answer them. However, man, this is real life. Obviously, someone lost their life. Obviously, you are currently serving a life sentence, and there's a story behind that. There was a buildup, and there's an ending, and there is who you are today, and it's a sad situation overall. And I hope you do get the help, and I hope, man. I just wish you luck. Good luck, sir. All right.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Take care.
Take care.